we're going to move forward with the Lifetime Achievement Award. That's what we're going to do. So coming forward are two icons, two women I greatly, greatly respect. Presenting the award will be Congressman Barbara Lee from California from the House Committee on Appropriations, and she will be presenting the Lifetime Achievement Award to the woman who walks on water, Susan Taylor.
Thank you very much and good evening. Such an inspirational evening for especially those of us who are on Capitol Hill fighting the good fight. But let me just first congratulate all of the outstanding honorees. To Senator Landrieu, to all of my colleagues in the House of Representatives, and to all of the minority business supporters and leaders here this evening, to our distinguished Master of Ceremony, Dr. Pinkett, please allow me just to say thank you. Thank you for all that you do on behalf of minority businesses. Now, I am a former small business owner, 11 years. I was in the 8A program, 8A contractor. God almighty. Congratulations to you, Doctor. So last year, I was honored to receive the Legislative Leadership Award during this wonderful ceremony. So I know how awesome it is to recognize the achievements of minority business leaders. I'd especially like just to take a brief moment to congratulate two great leaders in Congress, Congressman Clyburn and Congressman Don Payne, for their wisdom, for their brilliant and their bold leadership, both here and abroad. So I just want to salute them and just thank them for, as Congresswoman Richardson said, for their steady mentorship and for their leadership and for their friendship. Let me give them another round of applause. They deserve it. They're amazing, amazing human beings. Also to Michael Bowles and his team at Mountaintop, let me just thank you for all that you do on behalf of small and minority businesses and for providing the opportunity for all of us to salute our minority businesses and to recognize the game changers. Now, Michael worked with my office on several initiatives, including the Pipeline to Prosperity Forum, which we held last year. We introduced minority businesses to government executives, large businesses, and resources. The forum, by far, was one of the highest attended events during the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's annual legislative conference. This is a reminder that we have incredible minority business owners doing incredible work. It is so important to continue to support and encourage these leaders and to create an environment that allows for minority-owned businesses to make the lasting impact to our communities and our economy, because of course we know it's all about jobs in the end. Now I have the genuine pleasure of honoring my dear friend, a woman for all seasons, Susan Taylor, with the Dr. Dorothy Height Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, the Lifetime Achievement Award is named in honor of our beloved, the late Dr. Dorothy Height. It's the very first time that the Lifetime Achievement honoree of the Congressional Minority Business Awards has been presented, and this award continues her legacy of a lifetime of service to others. Susan Taylor truly embodies this award and the spirit of Dr. Dorothy Height, whom she was very close to and loved dearly. As the former editor-in-chief of Essence magazine and a true legend in the magazine publishing world, Susan has touched and has changed the lives of millions of women and men. Through informative, provocative, and uplifting content, Essence magazine literally led us through so many of life's challenges. Susan, a true game changer, is the co-founder of Future PAC, the first national political action committee devoted to providing a network of support and resources of funding for progressive African American women seeking federal and state level political offices. Yet with all of this, in true Susan Taylor fashion, Susan certainly doesn't rest on her laurels. Instead, she has focused all of her energy and her resources on one thing, and that is saving our children. So let's watch Susan and a few of her friends talk a little bit about this if our video is working now. Can we watch the video for about, I believe, 4 minutes?
Okay, these are the facts. One-third of all black children
are living in poverty.
living in poverty.
These are the facts.
These are the facts.
6.6% of all African-American births
are to mothers under the age of 18.
The infant mortality rate for black babies is more than twice that of the national average and rising.
These are the facts.
The vast majority of schools in New Orleans are still closed.
Still closed.
Every day in
Every
America.
day
in America, more than 1,000 black children are arrested.
1 in every 8 black men aged 25 to 29.
25 to 29 is incarcerated.
For young black women, aged 25 to 34.
HIV/AIDS is the leading cause of death.
The leading cause of death.
And the leading cause of death for our boys
For our young black men, it's
is
homicide.
homicide.
But these are also the facts, from the hundreds of rebellions that took place on slave ships, to the students who sat in Greensboro, and the students who walked out in Soweto. We have always fought back, always cared for our own, always resisted injustice. We are the people who refuse to die. Today, the urgent need is to reverse the deadly trends destroying the lives of so many of our young people. We believe we all have a responsibility to answer our children's cry for help. So we launched Essence Cares to offer media support to the National Cares Mentoring Movement. Leading this critical effort with me are my co-chair, Tommy Dortch, Chairman Emeritus of the National 100 Black Men of America, and a coalition of leaders of some of the most trusted organizations in the nation, including the National 100 Black Men of America, the National Urban League, the Links Incorporated, and the YWCA. These organizations are in the vanguard. Others are committed as well. This is what this critical call to commitment is asking of you, that you become a mentor. Put a guiding hand on a vulnerable young person's shoulder, or join with friends and mentor a group of at-risk youngsters. Work with the National Cares Mentoring Movement on recruiting mentors for the children that are struggling in your area. Help build and sustain this crucial effort by making a donation to the National Cares Mentoring Movement. No amount is too small.
You can mentor.
You can mentor one of the 2.4 million children
2.4 million.
Almost 2.5 million children.
Who has a parent in prison.
You can get five
friends.
5 friends to register
and vote.
Failing schools, the carnage in our communities, celebration of thug life, the over-incarceration and relentless demonization of black males, the demeaning of black women. No, not on our watch.
You can demand your church.
You can demand your church.
You can demand your church be open for children after school and on Saturdays.
In order to teach our kids an accurate account of their history,
that our churches can create the
communities our children are longing for.
Won't you join in and help recruit the people you work and worship with and your family and friends as mentors? We've lived through harder and harsher times than these. Like then, the most revolutionary thing we can do right now is to love one another. Help to secure the most vulnerable among us, our children, our beloved children.
So I'm in.
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 Are you?
Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America, Alpha Phi Alpha, the National Institute for Literacy.
Please welcome now Mrs. Susan Taylor, a true game changer who stays in the spirit. Let's present her now with the Dr. Dorothy Height Lifetime Achievement Award.
I love Barbara Lee. I love Barbara Lee. Let that applause be for you, Barbara Lee. If only we had your courage. If only we had your moral fiber. I accept this award this evening. I want to accept it, Barbara, in the name of my father. I grew up in an entrepreneurial family. My father came from St. Kitts in 1921. He was the son of a builder. His brothers were jewelers in St. Kitts, and he came to Harlem. About 10 years later, he married my mother. He put her in business, and he had a job downtown when the business could support them. Larry's Specialty Shop, right there in El Barrio, East Harlem, where I grew up. When the business could support them, he left his job and certainly worked in the store, and then the children came along, and I grew up in my father's store. It's where I learned how to count, how to present myself. I graduated from selling stockings to panties and bras, and then to blouses and skirts. Then I knew I had grown up. And on the other side, my great-grandmother, for whom I'm named, was born in Trinidad, and there she had a hot pepper sauce business in the late 1800s, and they came to Harlem and on and on. You know, in my life, I came to Essence as an entrepreneur. I had a cosmetics company, one of the first for women of color. And we are all so fortunate. I tell you those stories just for that reason. My life has been, we all have our drama, but our lives have been really charmed. The village is on fire. The children are dying on our watch.